You're welcome today. This is Jake, the Form E teacher. You're welcome to our E-class. And we're having a question before us on set. And the question goes thus. Out of 120 customers in a shop, 45 bought bags and shoes. If all the customers bought shoes and bags, and 11 customers bought more shoes than bags. A. Illustrate this information in a diagram. B. Find the number of customers that bought shoes. We proceed straight to our solution. This is our Venn diagram. The rectangle showing the universal set, and we have that as 120. The cardinality of the universal set is 120. That is the number of customers that came to the shop. Then we have a subset inside the universal set telling us about what? About the number of customers that actually came to buy bags. And we have another subset inside the universal set overlapping the other subsets, and this is the number of customers that bought shoes. Also, we have an intersection point, the point of overlap, the areas that is overlapping, that the number of customers that bought shoes overlaps with the number of customers that bought bags. And this overlap is simply telling us that there is a common ground between the number of customers that bought bags and the number of customers that bought shoes. And this common ground is telling us that some bought bags and some bought shoes and some bought bags and shoes. And that is regarded under the set terminology as intersection. Under some terms used in set, we call it an intersection. So, and we have a value from our question that 45 bought both bags and shoes, and here is it. So on the left hand side, we have the number of customers that bought bags, and we're putting x minus 45. While for shoes, we're putting x plus 11 minus 45. This is so because the number of customers from our question, the number of customers that bought shoes were more than the number of customers that bought bags by a certain number, 11. And that's why we're adding 11 to this equation. Alright, let's proceed. Here we have the number of intersection, the number of our universal set rather is equal to 120. We're having the number of intersection between shoes and customer that bought shoes and bags is 45, and that is the common ground we're having here, the 45. And we're having the number of customers that did not buy shoes but bought bags, and we're having it as x. That's how we got our x. And number of customers that bought shoes and did not buy bags, we regard it as x plus 11. That is the whole of this one plus an extra 11 customers. So this prime is simply telling us that customers that did not, as we have S prime here, also have B prime here. That is, for S prime is the customer that did not buy shoes. For B prime is the customer that did not buy bags. For just S without a prime, an apostrophe attached to it, is simply the customers that bought shoes. While B is simply the customers that bought bags. I hope that is understandable. Thank you. So let's proceed to our equation, extracting everything we have from our distance down to this place. We'll add up this, and this, and equate it to what? To the universal set, which is 120. And that is what we have here. Then we remove our bracket and we'll have x minus 45 plus 45 plus x plus 11 minus 45. And we'll have 2x equal to 2x rather minus 34. We got our 34 from this 11 minus 45, and we got 2x from adding up this x variable with this x variable. Hence, we call it like terms. Moving our 34 to the right hand side of the equation, and that gives us plus 34 because there will be a change in sign, and we'll have 154 as a total, equivalent to 2x. Making x the subject of formula, we divide both sides by x, by 2 rather, sorry. We divide both sides by 2, and that is what we have here. X becomes 154 all over 2, and that gives us a final answer of 77 customers that bought bags and did not buy shoes. Here is it, because our x is equivalent to 77, and 77 is number of customers that bought shoes, number of customers that bought bags and did not buy shoes. So if we take our 77, inject it here, we can get the rest of the arithmetic, which I would advise you to do. So here, if we subtract it, we'll be having about 33 that bought bags only. We fix it here, add up 11 to 33, we'll be having about 44 that bought shoes only. And that what gives us the solution entirely to the question on this set problem. So I advise you to get more questions from the WAEC archive, past question, to solve more. Nevertheless, we still have some questions, further questions for you to try your hand on. And as you do that, you know that you will be familiar with the set problems and know how to provide solution to anyone that comes your way in your forthcoming exam. Thank you once again. This is Jake, the Fun E-Teacher, and let's move to the next slide as we look at our further questions. And I expect you to go through this question and provide the answer, and I will get your feedback in our subsequent meeting.